Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of whatever this is. Today's topic is going to be a topic that honestly I used to hammer you guys over the head with back when COVID first started. And for those of you that are maybe new or maybe you can't remember back that far, the answer to that question of what today's topic is video. Now, now before you scroll away, stop scrolling, stop thinking about scrolling, stop what you're doing. Today's video is more or less going to be about, because a common question that I always get asked whenever I would make videos, whenever I would go around and talk to you guys at your offices about video, I would always get asked, where am I editing this video? Where am I, what do I do with all the clips that I make? And honestly, I never had a great answer because most of the time I was torn between finding something that worked with both Mac and Windows, as well as just it being competent and easy to use. And up until not too long ago, there wasn't really a free platform for you guys to edit your videos on. So that is what today's video is going to be on. For those of you that are like, do I really need to do video? I have some stats that are going to hopefully blow your mind. According to the data published on the website Wise Owl, video marketers say that video has increased their traffic to their website 86%. Videos have also helped them generate leads by 84%. And videos directly helped increase sales 78%. So if you can sit there and tell me that you don't need at least a 75% bump in traffic to wherever, then scroll away. I don't care. But if you're like, hey, I would take 50%, I would take even a 25% bump, then this is probably going to be the video for you. Now, as far as the content of this video, I'm not going to be telling you guys what to make videos on. I have made a plethora of those videos in the past. Go check out any of them on the playlist. This video is going to be strictly about how and where you can simply edit videos. All right, as you can see on the screen right now, we are on a platform, a website that hopefully you are familiar with called Canva. Now, you're probably thinking, Christian, Canva is for making social media posts, it's for making flyers, postcards, whatever. And yes, it is also for that. But did you know that you can actually edit videos on Canva? And it's free. I know. Pick your jaw off the floor and let's get to work. So again, this is free. You don't need to have the pro subscription, whatever. All you want to do is go to canva.com and it's going to bring you onto this homepage, right? What you're going to want to do is just click videos right here. And it is going to give you all of these possibilities. Now, more than likely, you're either going to be doing this one, which is just a video, which is a 1920 by 1080. So it is the same size that you are watching this on right now. Or if you strictly don't care about posting it on YouTube and you only want to focus on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, wherever, you are probably going to be looking for more of the rectangular video or possibly the square video. But for the purpose of this, we are just going to do the normal video. Now, as far as how in-depth I'm going to get on this video, not very. Because the whole point of this is this isn't going to be a 25-minute video. I'm just going to show you guys the bare bones basics on how you can import, trim, throw some text on, maybe some animations, and we're good to go. There is a lot more things that you can do in here that I'm not just going to get to because that is going to be for a way more advanced video. So if you want that, let me know and I'll do a way deeper dive. But for time being, short, quick, and dirty video. So moving forward, we're going to click this right here. And it is going to bring up all of these templates, which are fun, cool, and dandy. If you are unfamiliar with Canva, if you see any template that has this little crown on it, you're not going to be able to use it unless you're going to want to pay for it. So just don't. But first thing first is that you are going to need to upload your footage because this is a video. So on the left-hand side, you're going to want to go to Uploads, and then you're going to want to upload files, where it is going to ask you to upload files, so stay tuned. Now, the amount of time that it is going to take for your videos to upload is going to depend on a few things. It's going to depend on how many you have, the size of them, as well as your Wi-Fi and how fast it is. Because you're not editing it off of a hard drive and you have to upload it to Canva, it is dependent on the internet. So just know that it may not be super quick. I expedited the process for the video purposes. So let's just keep that in mind. So as you can see, these are just stock videos that I pulled off of pexels.com. If you're unfamiliar, it's basically just a free stock photo or video website because that's just easier. So the way that we are going to go about this is, now that your videos have been uploaded, you are just going to click them and drag them over. So clearly it's been dragged over. However, it is not filling up the entire screen. This white box or rectangle is the entire video area, which you are going to want to make sure that your clip encompasses all of it. So you just grab these corners and you drag and pull so that it fits the entire area. If you have anything that goes over, that will not be shown on your final product. Down here is the timeline. The timeline will show you all of the different clips as well as how long each clip is, or you can go up here and check out how long those are. Okay, so let's say that this is a clip, it's 14.4 seconds. However, you don't want it to be 14.4 seconds. You want it to be a little shorter, maybe like 4 or 5 seconds. So there's a few ways that you can go about it. One is you can just, if you don't like the intro, you can just go down here to the clip and see where your cursor turns into 2 opposite pointing arrows, and you can just click and drag, and you can drag that over as far as you want to eliminate the beginning of the video, and you can do the same thing at the end of the video. But let's say that there is something in the middle of this current clip that you don't want. So what you're going to want to do, and it's a little hard to see on the screen because of the footage is green, but you essentially just you scrub through is what it's technically called. You scrub through the point where you want to split it, and you just double click, and it is going to bring up the ability to split page. If you want to use shortcuts, Canva is telling us that all you have to do is press S on your keyboard while your cursor is aligned where you want it to be, and it will split the page. As you can see, after doing that, now I have 2 separate clips. And then let's say that I want to cut it right here and get rid of that. Now, in order to delete the clips that you don't want, you are going to want to click on the clip, and you can see that it's purple, it's highlighted. That means that it is the one that I want to delete, and you just press delete. Bada boom, bada bing. Pretty easy. Same thing with this ending. Delete it. Pretty easy. Now, for the vast majority of you, that is going to be the 99% of all of your video editing needs. I guarantee you there's no reason to really do anything more than what I just showed you. Now, granted, you're going to have to do that on multiple clips, or if you just sat down and filmed a 10-minute continuous video, then you're just going to be going in and splitting up the pieces where, you know, you're saying things that you don't want to say, or there's maybe dead space because you're thinking. It's the same concept. You literally just have to go in and split the pieces that you don't want so that you're left with the pieces that you do want. So let's say that we want to add a separate video, maybe because it's a different shot. All you have to do is go grab it and you make it in a new clip. Now again, this is the full clip. This is the stock footage. Unfortunately, I don't have a drone or was wherever this video was taken, because that looks nice. But for the concept of this video, let's just go ahead and trim this a little bit so that it is about the same as the first one. And there we go. So now when you want to play the whole thing, bring your cursor back to the beginning, click it, and then you can just press play and you can see what you have so far. Look at that. It's a nice little nature vlog. Who knew that I'm gonna start a nature YouTube channel? I'm not. So, okay, that is the basics of that. Now, next thing that we're gonna wanna do is okay, let's say that this is a video of you, and you're talking, and maybe you're talking about a house, or maybe you're talking about the market report, whatever. You wanna throw some text up on the screen. This is where Canva is stupidly easy. I don't understand how it's so easy and free. It doesn't really make sense. Adobe needs to watch themselves because this is truly becoming the everyday designer and creator's place to work. So on the left-hand side of the screen, you can go to text, and you can see that they give you all of these different options. But once again, the ones that have Pro, you're gonna have to buy. But there are some other ones. You can scroll through those at your own pace. But just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna wanna do is I want this one. So I click it, I drag it, and now it is on my video. And let's say that we want to change what it says, because obviously add a heading, that doesn't make any sense. You just double click, highlight it, and change it to whatever you want. I am just gonna throw my name on there because that is easier. Okay, so that's nice, that's easy. There's another thing that we can do to spice it up a little bit more is we can throw a rectangle behind it just to make sure that it's not being lost with the footage. So just for the sake of this, I am going to grab this square. All I did is click it there and it imported it into the video, and I'm going to make it so that it fits behind my name like so. It's a little tight. Doing a little bit of that. And then Canva also, as you can see, it's going to tell you when two or more objects align. So as you can see right now, I'm still holding onto the rectangle, but it is telling me that my name and the rectangle are aligned horizontally as well as vertically. So that's a cool thing. And instead of having this just be a static shape, the one thing that you can do is with the rectangle selected, you can go up here and click animate, where it's going to give you a few options while previewing it on what it's going to look like. So as you can see, I'm just going to go with pan. It's going to pan from the left. It's free to do this. You're all good. Now that is just the rectangle. So you also have to do this for the text as well. So I clicked the text. I was still in the animate tab. So that is why this popped up. And I'm just going to go with this. It gives it a little bit of motion with the rectangle coming in from the side and then my name coming in from the top. So if we go back and we want to see what this looks like, look at that. And then it disappears on its own at the end of the clip. Now, the one thing to note about the text is that, as you can see, it was only on this clip. Now, let's say that this clip was like 2 minutes long, right? I just talked for 2 minutes straight and I threw this on here. The only way to essentially set the duration for any sort of animation or object or text is that it is dependent on the clip. So if you only want that text, that animation, that object to show up for 5 seconds, you're going to have to split the clips. You don't have to delete anything, because I can go in here, right here, and I can split this. Now these are 2 separate clips, but nothing has been deleted from the original 4-second clip. So there isn't going to be like a jump cut because I didn't delete anything. But that is one way to, or actually that's the only way to set the duration for any sort of element, so to speak. Now, as you can see in here, there are also elements that are moving, GIFs, whatnot. Again, you can scroll through. There are a ton of things on here. If you are making videos for YouTube, look at that. They have a little YouTube button that you can just click and then you can resize. Let's say you want it right here, and then you want to animate it. It is clicked. So you go up here and click animate, and we want that one. And for the sake of what I was just telling you, in order to see it, we're going to go back, and it is only on this clip right here. That, again, that is setting up the duration. Free, easy. Again, you shouldn't really need to be doing anything more on this, but if this video gets enough traction, enough engagement, I get enough people hearing that, hey, do a way deeper dive, gladly. But for the sake of this video, which is already long, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to stop it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you are going to start doing videos more if you haven't already because of this free and easy software. And as always, I will talk to you guys next video.